Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now guys, since the last video, a lot of footage and screenshots has come out, which we'll get into in a second. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and with that guys, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so there's actually a lot to unpack in this first cinematic trailer, but first let's touch on this amazing first cinematic shot. Here showing the burning car, then transitioning back to the kid, which has been revealed to be named Diego. I think it's interesting that he's the first character we see in the trailer, and knows what he's doing to the car. We cut from the first shot of the car burning, to this one where we see him putting it back together, almost symbolic of the role he might play in the game. Maybe he's the one to fix his father's mess and restore peace, along with your character of course. Open world we'll be playing in is called Yara, somewhere possibly in Cuba or something inspired by that. We also see from some screenshots that a lot of the cars look like they're from the 50s or something. This may be a setting of the time. We also get a lot of screenshots of the city. And what's interesting about this is that the FarCry games never really took place in anything but a jungle. Or when there was some sort of village, it was usually small and off to the side. But this time, it looks like Ubisoft is really taking a new direction with this sort of urban environment. We also get to see a lot of the supporting cast of characters showing in this screenshot an unnamed character, but most likely to be a friend of the main character, helping him in some way, shape, or form. We'll touch on that in a second. But we also can see this game has a very guerrilla-like and dirty setting, similar to Far Cry 2. Almost leads me to believe that this game will share some mechanics similar to Far Cry 2, from your guns jamming to you having to fight off some disease into the jungle setting. But other than that guys, let's move on to the main character and who we'll be playing as and stuff like that. The main character of this game you'll be playing as will be named Danny Rojas, and of course you can select their gender and everything like that. Taking a look at the female player character, you can see some very interesting things. First, let's look at the weapon she's holding. You can see it's made of what looks like scrap metal, very Fallout X type weapons. Another thing is that look at the armor she's wearing. It also looks very mismatched and put together, which implies that there will be a lot of customization in this game. Now getting into the actual character background, the story is that Danny was a native to Yara, but was reluctant to get rebellion, but ultimately gets swept into the guerrilla forces. Almost reminiscent to AJ from Far Cry 4, not really wanting to join but gets in anyway, and similar to Far Cry 4, we see a lot of different ways to get around, from a horse to a car, maybe even a tank, seeing how prominent they are in the trailer and game footage. Now, if one of the things that make Far Cry 6 stand out is that the lack of hunting. We saw Far Cry 5 that hunting wasn't really a necessary feature like it wasn't in 4 and 3, so I wonder if they're going to see any focus on hunting in Far Cry 6. Now, Ubisoft was reluctant to talk about gameplay, but from what we can see, I think this game is really shaping up to be Game of the Year. Now, this game will be releasing on PS4, PS5, Xbox, and Xbox X, and I really don't want to get my hopes up, but I think this game will really be good. I think if they take their time and do it right, this game will be a very good installment of the franchise. Guys, it's going to be all. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And make sure you also leave a comment. Tell me what you think the game's going to be about, what direction you think the story is going to tell, how big a part do you think some character is going to play. And with that, guys, I'll see you later.